Weigh 125 kilogram finals. Tony Nelson in the red, Don Bradley in the blue. Kendrick Maple in the corner for Bradley, Nebraska coach. Trevor Brandel, Dustin Schlater in the corner for Tony Nelson. Nelson, two-time NCAA champ, four-time All-American. Bradley, I think just a two-time All-American. You know, he was behind Mark Ellis for a little bit there. Willie, will you join me for this last match, please, sir? I estimated these two had wrestled at somewhere in the 54 times range. I don't know if you... No telling. I don't know, probably a week ago. Probably Sarah Pilato. Very close match. Kuhn had to walk a tightrope a couple times to avoid it. It was great. Mike Haggerty, his Dom's high school coach. Oh man, how fun was that? Green Nolf. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I had a side eye on it. How about PD3? The beginning exchange is we're gonna have a passivity warning here, and Bradley gonna go on the clock. Beginning of Nickel Machiavello, they were just like taking turns. It was crazy. The ref was just doing this, like just holding up alternating arms for a little bit there, and then
just a reminder,
yep, it was crazy. It was awesome. You can wrestle pretty well and get teched in freestyle. It's pretty interesting.
Junior freestyle. 10-minute intermission at 6:55.
Yeah, that happened. Yanni just teched JL.
Junior freestyle will be at 3 to 11. Gentlemen, you'll have to watch the board for your bout numbers. Once again, your final freestyle senior bout number 5556. Your final junior bout number 6.
Well, it was one of those, okay, Downey gets a point, then he got a takedown, and then you could kind of see it flipped a little bit in Miles, and he gave up the 7-3, and you're like, okay, this is interesting now. And then he gives up another takedown, and you're like, uh-oh. But you're still like, and then he just went over twice. And that was it.
You have to think and feel good about. It seems like he's doing the right things now, and an in-shape Pat Downey is pretty tough.
Well, and that's the interesting thing about Downey. He looked tired the entire time. There were a couple times he got a big breath, but I think there's just something, you can be tired and still dig deep and make stuff happen, and that's what Downey was able to do in that match.
Got to respect that.
He's certainly optimized right now, as you see Coach Brandvold Schlater in the corner for
I feel like
Tony
I'm
Nelson.
optimized, but not right now.
Huh? You're not optimized.
I'm not optimized.
You have double gout.
Dang it.
You're not even close.
You know what you're not supposed to eat when you have gout?
Well, that's not true.
What?
That's not true.
What's not true?
That you're not supposed to eat when you have gout.
No, I said, do you know what you're not supposed to eat?
Oh, what?
Seafood. We had sushi last night. It was pure, unadulterated seafood. Lumps and lumps of seafood.
I didn't know that. Well, I'm sorry.
I'm not. It was delicious.
It's so good. I bet Tony Nelson, Don Bradley throw down some sushi.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine how much sushi these two can eat? Listen,
I'm
going to tell you, I love watching Don Bradley wrestle, and Tony Nelson has had an incredible career. But let's be real, guys. Points are at a premium when these guys wrestle.
Yeah. The one, nice little quick attack there as Bradley looks for that high single. The one merciful thing about heavyweight wrestling You know, as they tend to be the ones that lower scoring, lower offense. You can't do this tiebreaker 9,000 nonsense like you have in folk style. We have 45 minutes of inactivity. It's 6 minutes. That's it.
Yeah.
As Nelson now on the clock. Nice
there's
single,
some nice
beautiful
action.
attack.
That's the fastest I've seen Tony move.
No, he's had that single. It's beautiful. And now he's going straight to that gut.
That was gorgeous.
And he was on the clock there, so he needed that. He would have been losing after 30 if he had not scored.
Put Tony Nelson on the clock at all times. I want to see that action.
He should just lie to him.
Just as liar.
Tone, back
His
on the
corner.
clock, bro.
His corner should tell him he's on the clock. This is pretty impressive by Nelson. 3-0 lead.
Mm-hmm.
That's like it's like a 4-touchdown lead.
Finalists, finalists and women's freestyle finalists, we have a warm-up mat for you up top behind section 114. Greco and women finalists, we have a warm-up mat for you up behind section 114.
Joshua Lopez, the Nova Wrestling Club, ladies and
So a minute 14 to go. Dom's going to need to make something happen. It would start with a 1, and then, oh boy.
Please don't.
I thought we were about to lose Tony for a second there.
second call.
It's
I was
one.
more scared of the wall.
There's one step out if you get him off on the mat, and if you get him off the stage, I think it's maybe an additional step out.
Maybe that's what they should do at heavyweight.
You just keep going. Right through the signage. Minute to go here now. A takedown for Bradley puts him in the lead. And goes for that high double.
I'm scared.
If they get, I was
scared.
really scared. And you can't. I can get out of the way quickly. You have double gout. You're here.
I'm immediately dropping down and rolling like that other way. Bradley forcing the action now, has Nelson on a tightrope. 37 seconds. And Nelson does have a 2. So I don't think a 1 and a 1 is going to do it for Bradley.
Unless they change criteria rules between matches.
Hey, UWW, you never know.
Joshua Lopez, the Nova Wrestling Club.
There's another shot from Bradley. Nelson does a good job catching him. Pulling him up with that underhook. Bradley clears out. 14 to go here.
All right, they're banging heads. Short time, Dom's coming, but Tony Nelson is going to hold on here, and he's going to reach the finals where he'll see Adam Kuhn, Nelson Kuhn, Christian Piles.
Yes, indeed.
What's the history there?
Familiar opponents. They've both beaten each other, and Kuhn